Okay, Shalom Akim, Kahala Imla, Yahaba Shim Yahshua Bashar Kakudash, and double honest agreements with apostles. Thouday Yahshua for the strength and all to make this video. A brief introduction to the ancient Hebrew, Kahala Imla, meaning all praises to. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. The world ignorantly calls him God. And when we say Bahashem Yahushua, we're saying in the name of Yahushua. So Ba means in, Ha means the, Sham means name. And of course, we're saying through Yahushua, that's how we get to Yahweh. And when we say Bahashem Rakha Kodash, we're saying in the name Spirit Holy. In other words, through the Holy Spirit. So we're giving praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. So this video is really going to be a quick update video on the CBDC situation. Really, brothers are already in the know of what this technology involves and how it can be integrated with the MOTB. But this is what you're gonna have these type of vessels, man, of which you could either call it, controlled opposition, or they'll be genuinely heathens, of which will be against Esau's CBDC system, man. Basically the system of control ultimately. So, Yaratazar, go that you understand this video at the end of the day, man. So yeah, I'm gonna play this, then bring out some precepts, man.
CBDC stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. It is a currency issued directly by the central banks. It can be done on a wholesale basis, which is to essentially allow the commercial banks to issue it on a retail basis and do the management of it on retail, and then relate back to the central bank, which will be a wholesaler, or it can be done directly by the central bank doing directly a retail CBDC. The challenge with CBDC is it gives the central bankers complete control and the ability to program your money. What it does is it gives them the ability to say what you can use your money for, where you can use your money. It's called programmable money. Some people call it smart contracts. I call it very stupid contracts. But it gives you the ability to issue programmable money and do complete surveillance and control of where and how people use their money. Now, I say that CBD...
That's the infrastructure right there, man. The point is to ultimately have control over the resources of an individual, which really is just fiat currency, which goes into a fake currency, man. This paper cash that we use, the digits in the bank account, of which a person would have, all of these could be wiped out, with EMP, or just to use fire to burn up the cash, man. All it takes really for Esau to say, okay, for that very day, cash is no longer in circulation anymore. You can't use it in retail stores and whatnot. Then they're gonna try and sell the programmable money, which means, of course, it's money of which you can control. They can program it in order to act in a certain way when an individual does a certain thing. For example, if you purchase something too many times, then the money will be limited in terms of how much you could use of it. Imagine your own money, you're limited to how much you could use of it. So of course, this is what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to be like the Most High, again referencing Isaiah 14 and verse 14 here. And speaking of, I mentioned Isaiah 14 and 14, but let me get this over here. I'll start off with Isaiah 14, then I'll get another preset. We'll get back to the video. Isaiah 14. Because this is the dream of Esau, Edom. So Isaiah 14 and verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay, so the point is, it said, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. But despite Esau Edom trying to be like the Most High through his technocratic society, with all the technologies that it's gonna implement, all this blockchain and infrastructure and cryptocurrencies and whatnot, which really CBDCs is just some more centralized forms of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are typically decentralized, but Esau wants to centralize them so that he can have control. So he wants to implement that programmable money, man. And he's going to do a diligent work to do that too. Now let's get that. So Psalms, but despite that, he will be brought down. That's ultimate. That's his final end, to be brought down low. So this is Psalm 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Yes, the heart is deep, man. Because of the fact that, what is it again? Yeah, because the point is they search out iniquities, man. So of course they do things, they seek to implement evil. That's the point. All their works is towards evil and wickedness, which is really transgression against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So yeah, let's continue on with this.
CBDCs are quite dangerous, and they are. However, it's very important to understand that this kind of complete control comes about not through CBDCs, but having an all digital monetary system. So what we want to stop is an all digital monetary system, because it is possible to do the equivalent of CBDCs on a private basis. So I can use merchant codes with your bank account and your credit card. I can kick you off your online payment systems if I don't like what you're saying on social media. There are many different ways if we go to an all digital financial system. We have digitized throughout our economy, so our homes are full of digitized equipment that can be identified and surveilled. Our cars are more and more electric. They can be stopped remotely. The thing to understand is if we go to an all digital transaction system, financial transaction system with a digital ID, so I can tell you're you and I'm me with great precision, then suddenly all those different digitized items and equipments and systems snap into one complete control grid. And the key to that snapping into the control grid is the digital ID and the all digital monetary system. Now,
Exactly, that's the infrastructure, which is the foundation for that'll be used in order to implement alongside the chip as well, the MOTB. So that's what was going to be used alongside the device. I say the device, but the MOTB, in order for people to use, man, in order for ESO to achieve that final level of control. Now let's get this. That's why we've got to be wise when we're doing this, man. We've got to be wise when navigating the world, and you got to be aware of this knowledge in order to be able to know what to reject in that time, man, which simplistically is just rejecting the MOTB. And Yahweh Shemeshah has to give you that strong spirit to reject it as well. And so the prayer is essential, man. Now, what was I going to get? Okay, Ecclesiastes 10, verse 11. So Ecclesiastes 10 and 11, surely the serpent will bite without enchantment, and the babbler is no better. So yeah, Esau Edom's going to attack, man. Without any enchantment, which means any... In fact, we can even get into the word right now. Right, so... Hold on. Enchantment. Let's get into it. Lahas. Let's play that.
Strong's H3908. Lachash. Lachash.
So Lachash. And then it means whispering, charming, serpent charming, charms, amulets, whisper. And when you whisper, it's like a way of persuasion, man. Trying to... how do you say it? But yeah, it's like a way of persuasion. That's what you can liken enchantment to be, man. Alright, so it says a serpent will bite without enchantment, and the babbler is no better. That's why you can't trust your enemy, man. As the scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. That's the point, in 2nd Esdras, I think 12 verse 10. Come on. Was it Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 10? I think it's Sirach 12 and 10. Yeah, Sirach 12 and 10. Come on. But yeah, now let's get on to the next one. I said I didn't want to make this video too long. Got some other things to sort out as well. But yeah, so Proverbs 4 and verse 16. Hold on. Oh, that's Isaiah 4. What am I doing? Proverbs 4 and verse 16. So Proverbs 4 and 16, for they sleep not, And this is all about the wicked here. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So it says, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that's Esau Edom's description right there. Downright clear. So of course, imagine when they reach the peak of the MOTB system, and they're going to be rejoicing, but that's only going to be for a temporary time, before the Most High then casts off the plate from their hands, man, that power from their hands. Hence why it's going to be brought down low. Amos 9 and verse 2. So then that's for the wicked. But now onto the righteous, it says, Proverbs 4 and 20, which is what we ought to do, what we have to do. My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence. Keep your mind with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. That's it right there. Let's even see the other versions as well, if I can find that. Is it cross-references? No, that's not cross-references. Keep thy heart with all diligence. Hold up. Don't know why it's not showing here. And the point is, I'm going to just explain. So Proverbs 4 and 23, where it says, keep thy heart, it means keep your mind with all diligence. Diligence goes into careful and persistent effort. It says, for out of it are the issues of life. That's how you actually are able to survive, man, and live. You just got to obey Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Pray, fast, and of course, let him guide your steps. And keep thy mind with all diligence. That's what that's referring to. So, that's really the key point, Akim, which again, this video is linked to obviously Revelation 13 verse 16 to 18, but based on the MOTB, the mark. I'm going to play a little bit, then I'm going to just close it out, Akim.
Digital monetary system. Now, let me tell you what that looks like, because we don't have a financial problem. We have a governance problem. If you do it in a system where a secret governance system that is non-transparent and outside of your control, if that gives them the power to basically turn on and shut off your transactions, we're in a coup d'etat world. By creating an all-digital transaction system with a digitized economy and a digital ID, suddenly the central bankers now control fiscal policy. They can determine where you go, when you go. So let's go back to the pandemic. During the pandemic, if the lockdown said you can't go more than a mile from your home and you can only go that on Tuesday and Thursday, in an all digitized economy with satellite flying overhead, they can literally track you. And if you don't do what they say, they can turn off your money. Now,
yeah, they're going to try to turn off the chip, man. That's it. GG to that. It's a done deal. But anyways, I'm going to close out. Call Halarim Lahi, Ha'abashim Yashab, Bashim Hakudash, and double on Instagram to the apostles. Thadi Yashab for the strength and all to make this video. And Yara Tazar that, you've increased your awareness now of these, the potential, the evil potential of these CBDCs. So yeah, Shalom. I'm going to link it in the description as well. Shalom.